So maybe this is just public choice theory 101, where the media is in cahoots with the interests that control the process, whether it be the Democratic Party or Pfizer. I don't know what it is, but it seems like it explains how all of this is directed in a certain way because it's more profitable.
Yeah. I mean, I think when I first started realizing that was the case in general was, when the media turned on Donald Trump for meeting with Kim Jong-un, like I was like, wait a second, I thought we were all worried that we were going to nuclear war. That's what you've been telling us the last couple of weeks. And now that he's meeting with him and establishing some sort of peace deal, now it's the worst thing in the world and you're upset about it. And that was when I realized, boy, these guys really suck. They're not on our side. They're just trying to stoke fear. And then after, being on Tulsi's campaign, it was just blatantly obvious. And I think that, when people describe the cathedral or whatever, this cabal of, big government, big business, and big media that just feed off each other and create these cycles where they just give more power to each other. And we've seen that every time there's been a crisis, because when things are scary, the government can take away your rights, the media can get a bunch of ratings, and then big businesses tend to profit. And that it's been extremely explicitly that way with COVID, because the media can get a bunch of ratings about scaring people about how many people are dying. And then big businesses, can crush small businesses because they can stay open while small businesses are forced to close, and they get all sorts of bailouts and everything. And then the government, is passing all this stuff about how they can track you more, and they're trying to get vaccine passports through, things like that. So, I mean, it just happens every time, and I think they're getting a little sloppy with it now, because the vaccine passport, man, that's just really not popular, at least where I live. People really don't like that. In Utah, we just had a protest in front of the business interim committee for Utah because they wanted to hear what the citizens of Utah thought about mandatory vaccinations, and almost 1,000 people showed up and only a few dozen people supported it. So I think that, they're getting a little bit too 1984, and they're not being smart with the Brave New World style. Because I tend to think if you can pitch the government as your friend that's there to protect you from the evil bad guy, people are not going to push back as much. It's when you start telling them you are going to do this or else, that's when you start scaring people and they start pushing back. And that's kind of why I'm a little bit happy that Biden won the presidency, because Trump was sort of viewed as this purveyor of liberty when he really wasn't, and the frog could slowly get boiled without jumping out of the pot. But the frogs are jumping out of the pots everywhere now because Biden is kind of dumb, and so is his administration, and they're just saying blatantly authoritarian stuff that is scaring people. And I actually think that's good, because people are pushing back, and you're seeing governors start to defy federal mandates, and you're starting to see states want to take their power back. And I don't know if this would have happened otherwise, So I'm actually a little bit of a fan of the craziness that's going on, because normal people see that and they're like, no, I don't want this.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a wake up or a red pill or something, because to me, the lockdowns particularly have really been a war on the working class, and it creates haves and have-nots, and